god, it only took how many years?
I think it took one. I'm pretty sure you started begging for this last year. I don't...
It would have been 2 if we had continued to wait.
You're right. If we had continued to wait, it would have been 2. But I believe you started begging for this sometime last year.
This does sound about right. Around the time that I found out you hadn't seen the movie.
The oldest comment in this group chat about Lilo and Stitch is from April 23rd, 2023 at 5:27 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
What did I say? I don't remember.
You said there's a Lilo and Stitch remake in production. As such, I think now is the perfect time to get support to make Trevor watch the original Lilo and Stitch.
Ah, yes, that was exactly what I said.
But that wasn't the perfect time to watch the movie. In fact, the perfect time to watch the movie was the day before September 11th. That was the perfect time to do it. We could have done it on Friday.
I would like to note that we almost watched it on September 11th.
Yeah, except I wasn't available. I had other things to do. A lot of news has been happening recently. A lot of like goofy shit. Minecraft movie trailer dropped and it looks like it came.
I can't.
Let's not talk about that.
It makes me really excited for the Lilo and Stitch remake, doesn't it, Trevor?
Do not get me started.
No one wants to talk about that.
I'm getting Trevor started. Alright, my thoughts on Lilo and Stitch. I have seen it before. I think it's a good movie. A solid 7 out of 10.
I would say about the same, maybe a bit more. I like a lot of aspects about it. Like, it has a lot of good stuff going for it. I just don't think it sticks the landing as a whole. But I still enjoy it quite a bit.
I know literally one thing about Lilo and Stitch. There's a second movie that you probably won't watch. Or am I wrong in that assessment?
Well, I don't know if we'll watch it, but I've at least seen footage from it because that's part of my only exposure to the Lilo and Stitch franchise was when I was desperately trying to find footage that I could use for the part of my house video where I was talking about that stupid how did Hootie put on sunscreen criticism. I was just frantically looking up random clips of people putting on sunscreen in movies and just watching random GIFs and clips until I finally found this hilarious thing where Stitch just gets a mop, dips it in a bucket of sunscreen, and like lathers it all down the beach full of people. That was great. So that's because I haven't actually seen, I don't even think, beyond what Gugonic put in the D23 video, I haven't seen anything from Lilo and Stitch, whereas I have seen that full scene from Lilo and Stitch 2.
I actually did grow up with the TV show and the movies, the 2 movies they made that worked as the pilot and the finale for that TV show. I don't remember much about it, but I do remember watching it quite a bit.
I also grew up with the TV show and the movies and everything that you just mentioned.
She's the biggest Lilo and Stitch fanatic of all of us. She's the one who's been campaigning for this harder than anyone.
Yeah.
It's like every conversation has started with, hey, Lilo and Stitch?
And I told her that we would do it when the remake came around, and we'd do a back-to-back double feature like we had with all the other ones. But see, then I made the little video about D23 and all those announcements, and I mentioned that I had never seen Lilo and Stitch before, and that was why Gugonic was so helpful in getting that video edited, because he had seen the movie before and I hadn't. That wound up being a significant tactical error because the unanimous response from the comments was, "Oh my god, you've never seen Lilo and Stitch?" So here we are. That gave me the motivation to pull back the idea of the double feature and just accelerate my plans to watch Lilo and Stitch. So she's finally getting her wish in a bit of an impromptu manner.
I benefited from his mistakes.
And everybody who is in the live chat right now, make sure to type in all caps, Trevor, you haven't seen Lilo and Stitch? Because this is the last time you'll be able to do that.
Yes, this is the last time you'll be able to do that.
You will never be able to comment that ever again from this point on.
Yeah, I can relate to those comments because that was my reaction when a few years back you said that you hadn't seen Ratatouille or WALL-E.
That's actually how dare you. Like, those are some of the best Pixar movies of all time and you haven't seen those, specifically those 2.
I had at least seen Ratatouille. I just didn't remember much of it because it was in the background at a summer camp when the last thing you're doing is actually paying attention to what's you're talking with your friends and you're focusing on regaining your energy after the day's activities. You're not watching the rat movie in the background. That's not what's happening.
Well, I would have done.
The only exposure I have to Lilo and Stitch is that terrible, terrible attraction in Magic Kingdom that I'm surprised managed to last as long as it did. Stitch's Great Escape was awful. Horrible. I hated it. Possibly the worst attraction in all of Walt Disney World, honestly. I'm so glad it's gone. Holy, it was, you walk into a room, Stitch burps in your face, and then he kicks you out. That's basically the ride in a nutshell. It was It was so stupid. I don't know why. Ugh.
That sounds terrible. I hope there was never a queue line for that.
No, there was never. No one ever. I mean, people always did it because most people who go to Disney World are newcomers, so they're poor, unfortunate souls. They don't know what's in store for them. They walk so innocently into Stitch's Great Escape, thinking, "Oh, I like Lilo and Stitch. What a great movie. Let's go ride the Stitch ride," and then it's the dumbest thing they've ever seen in their lives.
If we were to judge stuff based off of their rides, I mean, you said you liked the Harry Potter ride, right? So, I mean...
Yes, but the Harry Potter ride is a marvel of engineering in more ways than one. Stitch's Great Escape is an embarrassment to the concept of engineering.
Damn.
I should also clarify that Forbidden Journey is the one I'm talking about. Flight of the Hippogriff is a fun, cute roller coaster, but Forbidden Journey is the one that everyone talks about when it comes to Harry Potter rides.
Yeah.
There's also a Hagrid's motorcycle adventure.
Yes,
which is,
also that one.
Also quite impressive.
Unfortunately, it breaks every day for at least an hour.
But it's really cool when it's not broken.
Yeah, when it's not broken, it's really good. But the problem, much like Rise of the Resistance at Hollywood Studios, it's broken for at least an hour every day because of how complicated it is. All right, so does everyone have the movie ready to go?
Yes.
I got distracted by this conversation.
While we wait, I guess I can ask one more question. Truly the most important question. FG, have you seen the Stitch anime?
I actually have.
I had a feeling the answer would be. I would have been shocked if the answer was no.
Yeah, I was getting ready to call you a fake fan here.
Of both anime and of Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
No, I've seen it. I discovered it, and I was like, oh my god, there's a Lilo and Stitch anime, and then I went down the rabbit hole. I never got around to finishing it, but I've seen it. So.
It's an anime about Lilo and Stitch. Those are my two favorite things.
I know, right? It's almost like the Scott Pilgrim. It's almost like the Scott Pilgrim anime.
No, it's not even in the ballpark of Scott Pilgrim Takes Off.
FG demanded that I highlight this. She really wanted me to let you know that at the convention that we went to, there was a giant booth whose express purpose was selling Stitch merchandise.
Oh yeah, it was amazing.
Can't wait for the remakes merchandise.
No, we are not. Okay. We are
No, it's so cute and perfect as it is.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. I always wanted to have a plush of my sleep paralysis demon.
The idea of this was to have a commentary for a Disney animated movie where we won't have to deal with the impending doom of watching the live action remake immediately afterwards. So let's not. Let's just focus on...
So no remake discussion for the whole commentary?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, we need to watch all Disney live action remakes in 360 degrees mode.
No, we don't. Okay, here we go. On go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, never mind. We have to restart for some reason. My page refreshed.
God damn it.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you. The second I went to hit play, it refreshed.
This is our first commentary back, and already...
Oh, it's so good to be home,
Sweetie,
Trevor.
having
It feels
issues.
so good to be back.
Put up the technical difficulty screen right now.
Do you have like the old Disney logo or the new Disney logo?
Old Disney logo.
Okay, that's good.
Which, as we've said so many times, is so much better than the new one.
I watched Inside Out 2 this week with my parents. I was a little bit ranting about the new logo, and they were like, "What are you talking about? The logo always looked like this." I'm like, "Have you seen the
Not
old
the
logo?"
gaslighting. Getting
Oh, you
gaslighted
poor
by
child.
technology.
Oh no.
Getting gaslit by your family.
Trevor, if you think that's bad, wait until in the future people are like, what do you mean? Lilo and Stitch has always been like this and it's just a remake.
Oh no.
That's a
Fortunately, that will
painful
never
lie.
happen because it has never happened for any of the other remakes. The remakes have like no cultural significance except The Lion King for looking shit. Let's start.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, on go. 3,
Yay.
2, 1, go.
All right, we're actually going, guys.
For realsies
Who's
this
gonna
time.
have the first technical difficulty? Place your bets in the
You!
It was
We already
you already.
answered that question.
No, that's no. Starting now, that one doesn't
Oh,
count.
damn. It's even themed.
Green.
And that's probably the only reason why they haven't replaced this with the new
Yeah.
logo is because it's specifically themed around the movie.
It's themed. Dun dun dun.
They should have made all of them openings themed around the movie so they didn't have to replace any of the logos.
You don't know who any of these characters are.
That's not true because these guys were in the ride. They were in the pre-show.
Accused of illegal genetic experimentation.
Hey, it's Drek from Ratchet and Clank.
I was gonna bring it up if you weren't.
And I knew that, that's why I brought it.
Not guilty. My experiments are only theoretical.
We got Ace Attorney reference.
No.
I have Ace Attorney on the brain.
Yeah, so the idea behind the ride in Magic Kingdom was that you were recruits in the Galactic Transport Federation, and a level 3 danger prisoner was sent to your facility, and now you have to guard him. And then he breaks out and he does stupid things.
It was Stitch.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the ultra dangerous monster that you had to guard with your life. That quote is ruined forever.
I
don't know what
it
that-
absolutely is.
Also, you don't know what he said. He could have said slurs for all we know.
I think he did say slurs.
You know, he literally said slur cerveza crystal.
It has no place among us.
Among us. The words
God damn it,
among and
I
us
was-
going back and
Stop.
I was so desperately hoping that no one was going to reference it.
taking all the grape juice.
Grape juice.
Again, Ace Attorney on the brain.
Shut up. Also, last I checked, grape juice is a little more purple than that.
I mean, debatable.
These guns are locked onto your genetic signature. They won't shoot anyone but you.
He's so big.
Yeah, he's a lot taller than the video screens made him out to be. Holy shit.
Yeah, he's giant.
He's tall as 10 regular men, definitely.
I think he found a design flaw.
Yeah, possibly.
Oh, no. This might be related to recent events, him spitting everywhere. Uh-oh.
What? Never mind, I won't ask.
Your brain's not rotted enough to understand the spitting reference.
It's in the ventilation system.
He's in the vent.
He's venting, guys!
Oh my god, is that an Among Us reference?
Oh my god, stop.
This is all your fault.
He's taken a police cruiser.
Oh, there he goes.
Bro was Among Us, said a slur, and then cerveza crystal and vented. And now he's out of here.
Oh, okay, I remember one more thing that I saw Stitch in. In one of the Timon and Pumbaa virtual safaris, one of the routes you went down launched you into space and then you encountered Stitch. I do remember that much.
Have you seen like the trailers for this movie of like Stitch and other Disney movies?
I remember them being in the bonus features of some DVDs, and I remember thinking, what the heck is this? I don't
Stitch.
remember being compelled to watch it based on those trailers. It just seemed very weird to me at the time.
Engage hyper.
Stitch is no longer Among Us.
That's my reaction to that joke.
Oh my god, hyperspace, was that a Xenosaga reference?
No, hyperspace is a very common thing.
We are not going down this route. Let's just we're
Yeah,
watch-
exactly. That's for like shit movies.
We have to gas the planet.
What?
Yes.
We have to gas the planet.
Earth is a protected wildlife reserve. We've been using it to rebuild the mosquito population.
Dang, you're responsible for those fucks?
Yep.
Not us.
Endangered species. The only good endangered species.
Mosquitoes contribute nothing to society except being food for other species.
Apparently they also do pollination, but can we just replace them with more bees? Thank you. Just a request to trade in all our mosquitoes for more bees.
I love how the humans are around just as a food source. We're not considered intelligent species. They're the food source of the
I mean, have you met
mosquitoes.
us?
I mean, you're not wrong.
Have you seen what's happened in life in like the last week?
Yeah, aliens showing up to Earth would not be like, it would be like number 5 on the list of shit that's happened in this last week. Yeah, we're aliens. Cool. Look at this Minecraft movie trailer.
No Minecraft movie trailer.
I'm gonna bring that into your mind every second. The second there's a sheep in this movie, I'm gonna reference Minecraft sheep.
Apparently, I should have set more ground rules before this than just
Yeah.
remake talk.
There's no holds barred, Trevor.
On what poor, defenseless planet has my monstrosity been unleashed?
Ours. It's time for the actual opening sequences. This opening sequence is so good.
That fish had a sandwich.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, he did.
What's wrong with that, Trevor, huh? Fish can't eat sandwiches anymore?
Can't have anything nice anymore.
Yeah, can't even eat a tuna sandwich.
I wish I understood what they were saying.
The homie Alan Silvestri.
Still working to rebuild his reputation after the Mario movie.
I mean, he actually escaped with a very good reputation after the Mario movie.
I know that was his good reputation.
Yes.
Like, you're the composer of the Mario movie.
Backgrounds are very unique compared to what I'm used to from Disney animation.
It's like kind of like watercolor.
Ice cream
sorta.
guy.
Yeah, it's a watercolor aesthetic.
Oh yeah, the art. I love the art in this.
Chris Sanders.
I like that Chris Sanders just had an idea.
The creative team behind this was also responsible for the How to Train Your Dragon trilogy, which is coincidentally also one of FG's favorite things in the whole world.
This is also one of my favorite franchises, of which I've also watched every piece of media related to it.
Oh really? Even the Nine Realms TV show thing?
I've seen bits of it. I've seen bits of it.
Wait, does that mean you're also gonna watch the live-action remake that's coming out next year?
I probably will, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, have fun. Leave me at home. I'm not coming with you.
Speaking of live action remakes, are you guys excited to see how this opening is portrayed in live action?
God damn it.
Well, I really think it's hard to mess up hula dancing.
Oh, don't worry, they'll find a way. Wait until they do CGI hula dancing.
Every Thursday I take Pudge the fish a peanut butter sandwich. I can't give Pudge tuna. If I gave Pudge tuna, I'd be an abomination.
Don't worry, you'll be an abomination in the remake.
The fish with the peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Lilo, why is this so important?
Pudge controls the weather.
What?
Oh, that's just casual. Just drop that on there really quick.
Oh my, what?
Damn, bro, yo, now with spontaneous violence.
Unhinged child.
We went from tuna to violence.
Hell yeah.
I called your sister. She said to wait for her here on the porch.
Don't bite anyone this time.
Anyway, we kind of talked over, but I did quite appreciate how that opening managed to take you into the culture of Hawaii without anyone talking. It was just the song, and just, it wasn't one continuous shot, but it felt like one continuous shot of showing the lifestyle of Lilo as she ran through town, culminating in the big hula dance sequence.
Damn. So Trevor, everything you just said, are you excited for them to not be able to do the same thing in the live action remake?
I thought we banned that.
They'll have people talking out the wazoo. Exposition station.
I thought you were supposed to wait on the porch, Lilo. Where are you going?
She doesn't really care much about rules or decency. She just does what she wants. She's a child.
Lilo just goes. She just Lilos.
You better be home. Hey! Watch where you're going!
What?
Stupid head.
Oh my gosh, she nailed at the door.
Lilo could literally fit through the freaking.
Worker's gonna be here any minute.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna do anything.
Wow, she actually nailed. Wow, that.
Intelligent child.
Yeah, she really nailed that one.
God.
You're lucky you don't live anywhere near
Oh,
me.
don't worry, Trevor. I'm just gonna be hammering in these jokes.
I'm gonna stuff you in the blender, push puree, then bake you into a pie and feed it to the social.
Wait, what did she just say? I'm gonna put you in a I'm gonna stick you in a blender. Oh, hello, guy. The guy, he's like, you're the one who called me a stupid head? Was it you? Wait, she actually did.
I'm just as sorry as I sound right now.
I know you're gonna stick your child's head in a blender and turn her into pie, but did you just call me a fucking stupid head?
Nice to meet you, Mr.
Bubbles.
Bubbles.
Is that Ving Rhames? It sounds like Ving Rhames.
Probably.
Wait here.
Oh, did she lock the other door too? Did she just break through?
Do you often leave your sister home alone?
No, never.
You left her head in the stove?
Everything is going just fine here.
Found that this morning.
Lilo!
Nice to meet you.
Your knuckles say cobra. Do you ever kill anyone?
We're getting off the subject.
That's not a
That's
no.
not a no.
That wasn't a no.
Take long naps and get disciplined?
Discipline!
Yeah, she disciplines me real good. It's bricks.
Wait, oh my god, wait, what?
No.
You call me a stupid head, you die. Easy peasy. So yeah, we all agree this is the best character in the movie? Yeah? Okay, cool.
Practical voodoo.
Oh no.
No, not Spoonie!
Can we ban him from this commentary, please?
Because I have to edit all my voice lines out. The second I send my commentary track, you're like, yep, to the recycling bin it goes.
Tossed out Avert. He never was in this.
In case you're wondering, this did not go well.
This did not go well. Ooh.
She's like, I'm
Great
dying.
start.
No.
See, if I had known that
You
that
can-
was a clip, I could have used that in response to the remake announcement. Just Lilo screaming in agony.
Yeah.
Okay, into the bag you go.
I'm already in my room!
Oh, there's another good remake reaction. Trevor.
I shouldn't have yelled at you.
We're sisters.
Well, from now on.
I like you better as a sister than a mom. I hit Myrtle Edmonds today.
Yeah, but Myrtle's a bitch, so who cares?
Nobody cared. Everyone liked that.
I hit Myrtle before I bit her. That's a loaded statement right there.
This is such a good scene. It would really suck if someone were to point out how much worse it's going to be in the remake.
Stop!
I hope like your internet runs out for an hour.
No, if it runs out, then we have to resync.
No,
and
we
have
don't.
Technical difficulties.
No, we don't. We just keep on going without you.
Nah.
Oopsie daisy, the computer just crashed out of nowhere.
Oh, hey, look, the internet didn't go out, but the power did in the movie, so.
I saw
Oh,
that.
shooting star!
There's a Dumbo plush behind her.
Oh, there's Dumbo.
You rotten sister, your butt is crushing me!
I've yelled that exact sentence at my sister. I'm not gonna lie.
Your butt is crushing me.
Yes, because she laid on
Wait,
top
hold on,
of
wait,
me,
what?
like, before she left for college, like, 2 weeks ago. She decided that my room was comfier than her room, and decided that I was comfier than her bed, and laid on
Wait,
top
this
of me.
happened recently? Not when you...
Yes!
Wait, whoa, now, hold on.
Normal sibling shenanigans.
Alright, so rather than go further down that rabbit hole, let me just say, I am quite happy to see that Lilo was actually allowed to be emotional, because that's how kids act. They throw tantrums when things don't go their way.
Throw tantrums, scream, sometimes say things they don't mean.
A top tier written child character. Very realistic, I'd say. Frog.
Whoa!
Oh no!
He tried to shoot the truck!
So, how could one kill Stitch?
I don't think it'd be possible.
It's very
That's
hard
why
to
their
kill
option was to
Stitch.
gas the planet.
Well, we have to nuke the planet.
It's like, oh, Stitch got to Earth, guess it's done.
It's like when there's a spider in your room and you resort to just blowing up the entire room.
Well, I'm gonna have to move now. Just torch the place. It's over.
Spider owns the house now.
Although I guess they did say the plasma cannon would be able to do something, right?
Yeah, but not like damage.
Unfortunately, we don't have plasma cannons.
Yet. Oh my Jesus Christ, wow. They
Oh my
just
god!
immediate.
Whoa, now, okay, buddy. I like rain is such a normal concept for us, but aliens, when they come to Earth, they're like, why the fuck is water falling from the sky?
I love how up until this point, two very different, like, movies have been going on here. And then we get to this point, and you're like, aha, it's time for the storylines to get joined.
I'm just interested, I'm glad you brought that up because I'm interested in seeing how they blend together because they are so tonally different from one another.
It's great. I love it.
How?
Wow.
All of our dogs are adoptable. Except that one!
Dog of all time.
All of them except
Except that one. What is that?
His name is Stitch.
No, that's not a real name. In Iceland.
Nice. Nice save there.
I just fact checked in Iceland, Stitch is actually a legal name. So, wrong.
Also, there's way worse names in War of the World than
Yeah.
Stitch.
All yours. How good is his hearing?
How good is his hearing?
Well, it's pretty good.
That good. That's how good his hearing. Bark, bark, bark. They were so going to shoot the child.
I mean, they were also going to gas the whole planet, so like...
Yeah.
Girl for a shield. This is low even for you.
Oh, God.
That's what Stitch is gonna look like in the remake.
You get the idea.
God fucking
Oh,
damn it.
please don't. We just have to have a reminder that this remake is happening every 5 minutes.
And punched you in the face. Apology not accepted.
Yeah, well, no one cares.
You're gonna get ran over by Stitch.
Ugliest thing I have ever saw.
Me saying the English sentence wrong was actually foreshadowed.
Oh my god.
Your dog just stole
Good boy.
He will be irresistibly drawn to large cities and steal everyone's left shoe.
Like,
Wow,
that's
that's
oddly
really specific.
No, not anything but my left shoe. Don't you dare steal my left shoe.
This isn't the silent cartographer. You can't drive into the ocean.
Imagine if Stitch hadn't landed on an island, this would have been a very different movie.
Nice to live on an island with no large cities.
This sounds like Charlie Brown music.
I'm pretty sure that's Elvis music.
Well, it was Charlie Brown music for like 3 seconds.
Like the Elvis Presley.
The Elvis. The one from that movie.
Oh my god, they're forcing him to behave.
Oh my god.
Ow, god.
Oh, sit down. They just killed a guy.
Yeah, I kind of feel like Stitch would just decapitate you if he tried to do that with anything more dangerous than a volleyball.
It's blending time.
Face adventure.
It's an adventure in space.
And it will take like 3 seconds and then you have to pay more money.
What a ripoff.
Even when I was a kid, these were the lamest things ever.
Yes.
I wasn't even allowed to be on them because my parents had actually common sense and were like, these are a waste of money.
My elementary school, the playground had like the little rocking dinosaur things you could ride back and forth. Yeah, those sucked.
Yum.
Oh! Your dog ate all your dessert.
No, but he gave it back. It's fine.
And rebuilt it. And put the cherry back on top.
You're not doing anything this...
David, I told you I can't. Maybe some other time, okay?
Damn, rejected.
She likes her butt and fancy hair. I know. I read her diary.
Stitch is like, bleh, I don't like this fucking guy, dude. Stitch is like 2, 3 out of 10 at best.
Falling for the oldest trick in the book. Also, not the best plan to this in public. Oh god.
Too bad.
Given they started it.
He has his head in the game.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Head looks swollen.
Oh, that's how, that's how they pass it off is, oh, he bit her, his head is swollen. And also, I guess, removed one of his eyes.
That's a nice shot. No such thing as good-looking skies. I live in Los Angeles, by the way.
Which is not even true. I've been to Los Angeles, and it's like, the skies there are gorgeous.
There are no beautiful skies.
It's not an angel, Lilo. I don't even think it's a dog.
It's spin dashing.
Spin dash.
They're losing the house all the time.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and that's a fried head? The head got blended up. Oh, okay, great.
What about Ohana?
He hasn't been here that long.
Neither have I. Dad said Ohana means family.
Huh?
Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left.
behind. I hate it when you use Ohana against me.
Don't worry, you can sleep right next to me.
Alright, where's the dead bodies?
That's a shoebox.
Yeah, where's the left shoes?
This is your dolly and bottle. I filled it with coffee.
You filled it with coffee?
You want...
Well, time for him to rocket back to space.
Be careful of that. You don't touch this. Don't ever touch it.
That worked shockingly well.
It's like a pacifier.
It's like, here you go, that worked. Wow.
Oh, of course.
There goes San Francisco.
Well, at least he built it before he destroyed it.
A mosquito has chosen me as her perch.
You're gonna hate these things in about 5 seconds.
Nah. Well, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions.
Nuzzling my flesh with their noses.
There we go. He's gonna have a terrible morning.
Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Hey,
wait,
hey,
it's actually blue screen.
Hey, Gugonic, where's...
I was joking!
Oh my god!
I was joking!
Randomly, the PC crashes. Well, here we are in the future, and it does.
Lilo and Stitch is too good of a movie. It bricked Avert's computer.
I was like, wait, you're watching an actually good movie today? No.
No way.
You don't deserve this.
Impossible.
It's too much. Well, I guess I can take the interim to make... While Avert's not here, let's talk about the remake. I will say that the scene at the restaurant is going to be a lot harder to sell in live action than it is in animation. You can kind of get away with them buying that, oh, his head is just swollen because Stitch bit it or whatever. In live action... Good luck.
Also, and that's the general problem of what they're gonna look like.
Yeah, there's like in animation, you can get away with a very general suspension of disbelief with like how people perceive things and how aliens get away with like hiding from people. But like when you put that into live action, everyone knows what a person looks like. Everyone knows what like a human person looks like. So when you put someone who is like uncannily not human in front of them, it's gonna take a lot more convincing to convince the audience that everyone doesn't think they're not an alien. It's gonna be fun, isn't it? That's why we're watching it now.
What's going to be really fun is the fact that the How to Train Your Dragon remake is coming out the same year as the Lilo and Stitch remake by complete coincidence.
What?
So I think the How to Train Your Dragon one will end up being better, just solely because it's easier to put dragons in live action as opposed to this. Because we've had dragon movies for years and years now.
I'll give you that. Yeah.
Lilo and Stitch, it's gonna be a harder sell.
I mean, Stitch is one of the less terrible live action designs that they've come out with.
You're not wrong. It's not as terrible as some of their other designs.
Flounder, Sebastian. I love the Gugonic called that. That is great.
So to be fair, I was referring to the internet. No, was it internet or the energy?
It was internet, but still.
What happened was my PC overheard me saying that the first technical difficulty I had didn't count. I was like, fuck that shit. Gugonic pulled a Lilo and was like, please make Avert's PC crash.
Since we're about halfway through, I can say, liking it so far. I'm really liking the bond between Lilo and Nani, and how Lilo is allowed to be, like, as far from perfect as possible when it comes to portraying young characters on screen.
Is absolutely a child, and we love her for that.
An emotionally unstable, immature child, which is exactly how she should be acting. Especially since they're definitely implying something happened to her parents, because they're not here, so.
They were abducted by aliens. Plot twist.
I'm pretty sure it's a bit more mundane than that.
They were eaten alive by the mosquitoes.
They were eaten by the mosquitoes?
So for how old did they say how old Lilo is and I missed it?
No, they didn't.
No, the only thing they said is that Lilo said she also hasn't been here that long.
Well, then she's really young, so she doesn't have...
Yeah, she's pretty young.
Like, the emotional intelligence to consider how her actions affect other people, nor does she have the processing capabilities to know how to handle the loss of her parents, so I don't have any issues buying how her character is portrayed here at all.
Lilo's a child, and Nani is basically a child too, because she's not like an adult from what I remember. It's implied that she's still quite young as well.
And she's just trying to keep the family together to maintain some sense of stability.
She went from not being a parent to parenting her younger sister. So that's not exactly ever going to be a smooth transition.
Which makes the line of, I liked you better as a sister than a mom. Like, how do you even begin to respond to that if you're Nani?
Figure it out. Okay, are we ready to restart the movie?
On go. 3, 2, 1, go.
You look like an Elvis fan.
You look like an Elvis fan.
I really love the watercolor backgrounds.
All Elvis fans look like Stitch. Oh, this is great. I remember this.
She's like, it's too early for this shit.
She's like, I just woke up. Like, who starts a conversation like that? I just woke up.
Oh, just in time for the social worker to show up? Yep. Here's Bubbles!
The best character right here.
You know, the hours are just not conducive to the challenges of raising a child.
Oh my god!
Damn, Stitch really just booked it. Wow. Yeah, the guy is gonna be like, where did my left shoe go?
But I cannot ignore you being jobless. And next time I see this dog, I expect it to be a model citizen. Good day.
Good dog, model citizen. Easy?
It should have been the left one, since he said he takes people's left shoes off.
Oh no, he didn't do what he was designed to do. He stole a right to a set.
There's just ElvisPresley.png just on them in the movie.
Anyway, I like Bubbles. He's strict, but he's forgiving. He gives chances for Nani to...
Yeah, he's actually pretty reasonable, given the circumstances.
He's not...
Yeah, the average person that saw that kitchen would have just taken the roll on the spot.
Yeah, like, he's not like, you're failing. I'm going to take your sister away. He's like, I want you to succeed. Please get your shit together. I just need you to not fuck this up.
But I just hired Teddy, and with tour season...
Alright, time to kill Teddy. Stitch, go kill Teddy.
Wow.
Playing the music too hard. The glass wasn't ready for that, but the kids would love it.
The face of romance.
The fucking PNC, I can't.
Face of romance.
Oh my god.
Now kiss.
Wait, what?
That was on Lilo that time.
So great. You have no...
Oh no.
Let's go.
I don't know. I feel pretty shook up.
This scene is iconic.
Oh no!
No photos.
It was going really well.
The devil in disguise.
Yummy camera.
Ice cream guy.
We had something there for a minute, and of course he's just always there.
I mean,
So well.
it's been shown that he's keeping an eye on them throughout the montage.
I know, it's just funny that he's always just in the background, lurking in the shadows.
I'm watching you,
Was
Stitch.
asking,
Always
watching.
Disappointing.
I also like that the trail of destruction that they've just left behind them stemmed from noble intentions to try to help Stitch behave better.
Hey, I might not be a doctor.
I might not be a doctor, but I know that your heart's missing because I just took it away.
Stop!
Oh, is it time for the Hawaiian roller coaster ride?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I've seen that video pop up on YouTube a lot. It has like 144 million views or something ridiculous like that.
Really? Yeah.
But I've always refused to watch it because I wanted my first time listening to it to be when I watched the movie for the first time.
There's no place I'd rather be. Lingering in the ocean blue. Flying by on the Hawaiian roller coaster.
Really good song though.
Oh, well.
Oh, he died. Alright, quick, surf away.
I am not responsible for this. They should have made a ride out of this instead of whatever they've got.
Yes, actually, that'd be a much better idea. A Lilo and Stitch roller coaster themed to the Hawaiian roller coaster ride. Why the fuck did you make Stitch's Great Escape?
Yeah,
you
and
idiots?
it'd be like an actual, like those rides in which you actually get wet, surf on like a roller coaster through some water.
Aww.
Hang up. We are going swimming.
We are going swimming. Bye.
Good luck.
Well, one of you is going swimming, the other one's going flying.
I'd surf till the sun sets beyond the horizon.
You said this sequence is flexing, which easily the most gorgeous sequence in the film so far. But it does also tie into the movie's overall story because of the idea of the family trying to make the best out of a bad situation. That's kind of what this whole thing is. After having a dismal, dismal day, they took. Oh my god! Holy shit! Whoa!
Yeah, Trevor just saying shit and then jumped scared.
It was going well.
Well, I had a thought that the thought was going to be they made the best out of a bad situation, much like how Nani is trying to make the best out of the hand they've been dealt after losing their parents. But then we get this.
Stitch dragged her down.
That was a much more abrupt ending to that than I was expecting. I gotta be honest.
Go, David, go!
Oh wow.
Bye.
Wait, compressed air tank? Ace Attorney on the brain guy.
David's the unsung hero of this movie.
David's the Chad here.
Good job, David.
He's unconscious, but I think he's alive.
He's always there.
Always watching.
I'm always
watching you.
We were surfing and then some aliens dragged us underwater and then, you know.
But you need to think about what's best for Lilo, even if it removes you from the picture. I'll be back tomorrow morning for Lilo. I'm sorry.
Aw, Bubbles.
Also, you can tell he's remorseful. Adding on to Bubbles being the best, you can tell he's remorseful. He doesn't want, despite his rough exterior, he wants things to succeed for Nani and Lilo.
Really believed they had a chance.
Aw, David.
Then you came along.
Stitch is like, what the fuck are you blaming me for? I didn't do shit, Captain.
I was actually kind of worried that the way when Nani said Stitch dragged her down, I was worried that we're gonna do the whole, see, I told you Stitch was bad all along, and that they would do that kind of scene, but they didn't.
Nah, it was just kind of, things are going bad, and there's not really a way to come back from it. And it's also, it felt more like a accidents happen kind of thing, not a this is all your fault kind of thing that other movies might have pulled.
Aloha, boy, one fond embrace until we meet again.
So are you guys ready for that scene to be taken out in the remake?
Shut the fuck up.
It was rainy, and they went for a drive. What
Oh,
happened to yours?
It also works because raining and driving also affected Stitch too.
yeah, well, so there's that, but the other thing that I thought of is that she mentioned earlier that the fish she was giving sandwiches to, she thinks that the fish can control the weather.
Oh,
I didn't think of
yeah.
that.
It's really smart.
You could be our baby, and we'd raise you to be good. But if you want to leave, you can. I'll remember you, though. I remember everyone that leaves.
Oh, he took the book with him. I say like I haven't seen this movie before.
I also like the use for this movie of silence. It's very well done. Very quiet music or just straight up silence.
Yeah, and Nani's, like, goodbye song to Lilo is saying, cause she doesn't want to explicitly tell her what's about to happen, because she doesn't want to break her heart, but she wants to temper the effects of it somehow. So it's like saying goodbye in a way that's not explicitly telling her that she's gonna be taken away.
A pretty little dolphin. Pretty little, it's a shark.
It's a shark.
Meanwhile, I don't know how I feel about these guys.
I hate this planet.
I think I would have preferred to sit in the emotion of that moment a little longer.
I don't know. I relate to this guy though, hating the planet and all.
I mean, yes.
Hating everything.
Especially now that he's had his awakening and realized how much mosquitoes suck.
Yeah, wait a minute. What were we doing with these fucking things? Get them out of here.
What were we thinking?
Consider yourselves fired and prison bound. Your incompetence is nothing short of unspeakable.
We're fired. No, we do it my way.
We do it my way.
Time to gas the planet.
I want to see how big Gantu is compared to the size of, like, Lilo and Nani.
Just like the walking Statue of Liberty.
I'm curious how well they will show it in the remake.
OJ, you were talking about music and the subtle use of it. Can't wait for the remake to just be bombastic music all the time, everywhere, licensed music.
Now come quietly, and we will take you apart.
No, don't run! Don't run!
You're bad at this.
It sucks. You really could have stitched up their relationship.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, dumb pun.
I'm
yes.
almost sure that he's right, but I did not need to hear it right now.
That one could actually be intentional. Because that does seem to be where they're heading here. The idea that he is stitching the relationship together between Lilo and Nani.
I'm almost certain that he's right. I just didn't want to hear it.
Yeah, FG, why are you booing me? I'm right.
I don't want to entertain any more puns.
I'm gonna be right back. Lock the door and don't answer it for anyone, okay? Aw, David, I owe you one.
You can just date me and we'll call it.
You just date me. Oh, speaking of.
Oh, it just sound cool, huh?
Oh, hiding behind your little...
There's danger.
I will murder the child.
Oh,
all left shoes are ours.
Again, I ask, how could one kill Stitch exactly?
You can't. You just don't do it, Trevor.
You don't. Actually, now that I think about it, I do think there is a canonical way to kill Stitch. I just can't remember it.
I mean, there's drowning. You can drown.
Aliens created Elvis. Elvis is an alien. Oh my god, guys, Elvis the alien. I just thought about that.
No!
How do you explain to a social worker that your house was destroyed by aliens?
You're alive!
Yoink. Well, yeah.
Hello, Bubble Bubbles? Aliens are attacking my...
Oh, here we go.
Aliens are attacking my house! What is this?
Oh my... Oh, wow.
Hello, alien here. We don't exist.
Lilo, who was that?
Oh good, my dog found the chainsaw.
What?
Anything's under control. Hello, alien speaking. We don't exist. We are...
What?
Hello, alien here? Yeah, we're not actually here.
Oh, no.
Okay, Plunger beats Stitch.
Oh, I just remembered. It's your birthday.
Merry Christmas.
It's not Christmas.
Happy
Alright, it's like the lightning cloud in Mario Kart Wii.
Six potato.
Potato ball.
You are it.
I win.
Won't be disappointed. I'll show up early to help.
Well, so basically, aliens... Okay, so aliens came over and blew up the entire house and threw a car at some other fat guy.
She needs me.
Is this what she needs? You need her a lot more than she needs you. Lilo!
It's like, you can't be mad at Bubbles, because he just wants what's best for her, too.
They could have easily written Bubbles to just be the worst. Like, the very easily stereotypical, hateable bad guy, but no, he is completely reasonable. And if you were Bubbles, what's more believable?
What do you do?
That aliens attacked the house and blew everyone up, or that irresponsible parenting led to the situation?
Get out of here, Stitch.
Woo!
The aliens were like, no second act breakup here. We're keeping you right
It's
together.
like, we don't have time for this. We have plot to get to.
What the
Holy shit.
Like, look at her and Lilo, what the fuck?
Just in case you didn't think aliens were real.
There you go, all buckled up for the trip.
He's taller than some of the trees.
Yeah.
He's ginormous.
Okay,
Oh, no!
I'm glad Stitch escaped because there's no way in hell you're gonna get me to believe that Stitch wouldn't have been able to get it. After everything we've seen him do, there's no way he was gonna be able to be contained by that.
Yeah, Stitch is like, I laugh in the face of glass.
Now, where's Lilo? Talk! I know you can.
That fucking Breath of the Wild twig ain't gonna do shit.
You just said you know he can, and you were stuck.
Okay, I'll explain everything. Don't you worry now.
Oh.
Where's Lilo?
We do not know anyone by...
Lilo! She's a little girl this big. She has black hair and brown eyes, and she hangs around with that thing!
We're just here for him.
So she's gone?
Look at the bright side. You won't have to yell at anyone anymore.
Can we just throw you into the volcano?
Ohana means family. Family means nobody
gets left behind.
Hey, Jamburka Gabbly!
What? After all you put me through, you expect me to help you just like that? Yes, like that? Fine.
Just like that. Yes, that yes was extremely persuasive.
I was trying to remember what he said, and I've just now remembered what he said. Can you guess what used to be in place of this scene?
I don't have to guess because I've actually seen. I should have mentioned this at the beginning. The one scene I have seen from Lilo and Stitch technically isn't from the movie. It's because it's the deleted scene that existed before they had to change it.
And they're like, we should probably get rid of this plane sequence.
The only scene you've seen.
And I can't compare it to the final version yet, or I'll be able to in a second, but based on what
You'll be able to momentarily.
Based on what I watched, I don't know that I would have been able to buy the incredibly narrow movements they had to make.
Ta-da! It's spaceship time! Now how will they do this one in live action, is what I'm about to hear.
We sure heard it. It was from you, though.
How did you get out of there?
Oh yeah, he didn't even realize he lost Stitch, I forgot.
Yeah,
Plane! This was the specific scene that they needed to redo.
Yeah.
Bye, ice cream!
There better be a post-credit scene where he actually gets his ice cream.
I don't actually know. Bye, Stitch!
Yeah, like, I can more easily buy them being able to negotiate the terrain of the mountains than I could them navigating the terrain of a city.
A random city?
Oh, God.
Oh!
It's Stitch, he'll be fine.
You will be Stitch together.
Yep.
He bounces!
Still fine. Yep. It's the frog.
Orbit.
He's back.
The frog is like, what the fuck did I just watch? The frog is a changed frog.
Oh yeah, because he can't actually leave. He was determined to leave, and then he realized he didn't actually catch what he needed. Save the frog!
Don't leave me, okay?
Okay.
The frog can have so many stories to tell the frog buddies.
Revenge of the truck!
I've seen at least 3 cars in this movie that have the A113 license plate.
Yeah.
Volcano National Park.
Oh my god.
What? Well, he wasn't flying the plane,
What?
but he sure is driving the truck.
Oh, God.
Oh, I see the vision. I see the
I see the vision, I see it! What we learned, if Stitch is immune to lava today.
He's immune to everything.
Abomination.
Stupid head.
I see the vision!
Call them stupid head. Never gonna come back from that.
Oh my god, he's so tiny.
Wee.
You're smart!
Oh, so cute and fluffy!
Cute and fluffy.
How are you going to get home now, buddy?
Yeah, I could just take that ship, kill everyone inside it. It looks big enough for him.
Whee!
Yeah, there are several reasons why I think it was a good idea to change this.
Yeah.
There are many reasons why it's a good idea that they went with the spaceship.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
hi,
my god.
David!
David duck. David no. David no.
David, I swear to God, if you hit David.
David's fine.
Thank God.
Hey, Lilo!
Can you give us a ride to shore?
He's like, what the fuck?
I have to make 2 trips.
David, you're great for just going along with this.
He is the most chill character that's ever been written.
He just doesn't give a shit. Aliens? Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, alright.
Actually, credit for the capture goes to...
Oh my
You're
god.
lucky that Gantu is nice. This poor councilwoman is, if she had hair, would be losing it, knowing what was happening.
Can Stitch say goodbye?
Yes.
Thank you.
Stitch became a polite little guy.
Stitch learned manners.
This is my family. It's little and broken, but still good.
Aww. Call back to the beginning of the movie.
Does he really have to go?
You know as well as I that our laws are absolute.
Lilo, didn't you buy that thing at the shelter?
Cheat code!
You own it. You have the receipt. Yes, sorry. Law is overturned by receipt.
I own them. If you take them, you're stealing.
Aliens are all about rules.
You look familiar.
CIA, Roswell, 1973.
Oh, so he's met aliens before!
This creature has been sentenced to life in exile. This family is now under the official protection of the United Galactic Federation. Don't let those two get on my ship.
Damn.
Can you imagine what was going through Bubbles' head the entire time?
Well, as a former CIA agent, he's probably seen worse.
Convinced an alien race that mosquitoes were an endangered species.
A year ago.
That's a fantastic payoff for that. That's great.
So they just wanted to get rid of Earth, and they was like, oh no, mosquitoes are an endangered species.
You can't get rid of Earth.
I thought Nani had a lot to accept in a short period of time, but David just got everything literally dropped on him in the span of seconds.
Yeah. David doesn't care.
David was just like, you know what? Fine, it's fine. I accept this.
It's all
as
good,
my
man.
reality.
It's all good.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, it's all good, man.
My whole entire understanding of the world has been flipped upside down, but nothing wrong at all. Oh, they gave her a flying car.
She's gonna crash it immediately.
Yeah.
Super Stitch.
I love that the cape dropped as soon as... Not even right away, there was a second. Why is Myrtle still there?
Because they're all in hula together.
Stitch
can
replace
she not
all of
be in
them.
hula?
But can we get Stitch to replace all the bitch piece of shit?
Alright,
Yay!
that's the movie.
Yeah.
You've officially watched Lilo and Stitch now.
It took 22 years.
Isn't it nice to watch a good movie
That
for
isn't
once?
immediately followed up by a terrible, terrible remake.
Yeah, that doesn't have like an hour worth of complete bullshit thrown in there for no reason.
How long will the remake be, guys? 2 hours and 50 minutes?
Maybe. They're gonna expand the subplot with the two alien idiots. They're gonna make David more of a dickhead. They're gonna make him less chill.
Don't make David a dickhead.
They're gonna completely ruin Bubbles.
They're gonna have an actual backstory scene that shows the parents getting into the car accident.
Oh my god.
There's gonna be a bunch of musical numbers with Stitch.
The picture!
And of course they're going to completely butcher... One, they're gonna butcher Hawaiian Roller Coaster Ride, and they're absolutely going to butcher the Aloha Wii.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse is my recommended video.
You may also like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Why didn't it recommend the TV series?
Because what you must understand is that makes too much sense. So of course they wouldn't do it.
3 direct-to-TV movies?
Yes, they got their money's worth for this franchise.
Stitch the movie, Lilo and Stitch 2, Stitch is a Glitch, Lilo and Stitch the series, Leroy and Stitch, they...
Lilo and Stitch 2 is what launches the TV series, if I remember correctly.
No, it's Stitch the movie.
Stitch the movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a bit weird because Lilo and Stitch 2 is canonical.
It's canonical to
right after like the first movie, but it came out after the pilot movie came out.
I'm very happy we watched that. That was quite good.
Yeah.
And man, is that a better thing to watch than Halo garbage
Oh
stew?
my god. Okay, so the Halo show got canned because it's shit, and the only reason it got a second season is because they misplayed their hand and gambled terribly. And they're like, yeah, people like Halo, of course they'll like the Halo show. Let's pre-greenlight a second season right now. That won't backfire, it backfired tremendously. Everyone hated it. So then that's the only reason they got a second season. So now as soon as that was over, it got canned. So because it got canned, it's like, alright, time to dance on its grave, let's record more Halo. But then we recorded more Halo commentaries, and it's just so fucking boring. It's just not.
Can we stop recording Halo commentaries? Next time, just like, I'm sure if I were to not speak an entire episode, no one would notice. Alright, if I were to just like say if I were to hypothetically play instead of recording the Halo commentary.
Say if hypothetically you got a blue screen while watching the Halo show.
Yeah, that'd be great. I guess my computer died. I can't join.
Every 30 minutes you get a scene that's bad enough to where you can laugh at how stupid it is. But the rest of it is so agonizingly dull to sit through. So, yeah, I'm very happy we were able to record this. This is much more enjoyable.
Yeah. I would like to say I appreciate that there's no, like, antagonist really in this movie. Well, there's no, like, villain. There are antagonists.
Yeah.
There are antagonists, but, like, you can't, like, point at someone and say, you're doing the wrong thing. No one's, like, explicitly doing the wrong thing. They're all doing the right thing in their own eyes and can also always from their point of view
of the law as well.
Yeah. It's like from various points of views, you could always find a reason for a character to be doing the right thing, even if you don't agree with them. I love this movie. Have I mentioned that?
You know, I kind of got that idea. What really gets me is that you mentioned it once last April. On April 23rd, you're like, hey, we should get Trevor to watch the original Lilo and Stitch. And then almost exactly 1 year later, almost to the day, you were like, Trevor, you haven't seen Lilo and Stitch, have you? You were like SpongeBob in that one episode. You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward?
Do you like Krabby Patty?
Anyway, yes, I've finally seen this. You can stop harassing me about it.
Yay.
But have you considered watching Lilo and Stitch, though?
Okay, but Trevor, you haven't seen Lilo and Stitch 2? Like, Trevor, you haven't seen Lilo and Stitch 2?
Is it good?
How is it possible?
It's not.
If you want to get invested in, like, the entire Lilo and Stitch lore, I would watch it. If you don't really care, then you can probably skip it. Because it goes Lilo and Stitch 2, then it goes Stitch, then it goes Lilo and Stitch the series, and then it goes Leroy and Stitch. I just checked this, because Lilo and Stitch says it comes before they go after the other 625 experiments.
See, it's very simple. It makes perfect sense. It's so cleanly laid out. Your grandmother could follow along just fine.
They released it in a weird order, but that's the canonical order.
Outside of one movie, it's kind of like what happened to Aladdin. A pilot movie, a show, and a finale movie.
Yeah, but the problem with that is that everyone thinks of Return of Jafar and how awful that pile of shit was.
Yes, that is true. Hey, pilots are hard to make.
Speaking of pilots, should we watch this video that I just sent?
Oh yeah, I've watched it.
Okay, yeah, that's a title.
3, 2, 1. Go. Yeah, so I saw this on Disney Plus, how they swapped it out for an actual plane to a spaceship, which I feel like, again, doesn't that just make more sense anyway, since they came here?
Yeah, they came here.
Yeah.
I find weird they would have brought such a big spaceship, but I mean, if they just got it from the council, then I guess that would make
more sense.
But yeah,
then I'm
very glad they changed
and then this is. One, obviously, if they actually released this, it would have been very, very uncomfortable to watch. But also, navigating the plane through those tight corridors.
Suspension of disbelief can only go so far. Oh yeah, they pulled out the landing gear.
So, okay, buddy, that fucking round building.
Yeah, so this is one of those instances where, for all the reasons in the world, I think this made much more sense just to change.
Yeah.
And
you're not wrong.
And I mean, even if it didn't make sense, they still should have changed it anyway. But it happens such that the change was for the benefit of the integrity of the movie script anyway.
A fucking course YouTube Shorts has to show me the live-action Stitch from Lilo and Stitch remake.
Well, I mean, that's because
we heard you were watching Lilo and Stitch. We heard you were talking about Lilo and Stitch. Would you like to hear more about Lilo and Stitch's
you specifically
new
wouldn't
remake?
shut up about the Lilo and Stitch remake, so guess what? Here you go. Anyway, I was very happy with how they balanced the Lilo and Stitch's individual storylines, because on paper they're so dramatically opposite from each other, but they did seamlessly blend them together because of the parallels between Lilo and Stitch as characters.
It's kind of like a magnet. The two things being opposite make them go together.
The two aliens sidekick things, sometimes when they would cut back to them, I would have preferred we stick with the somber emotional tone of the previous scene more so than going back to Tweedledee and Tweedledum doing shenanigans. But for the most part, it was fine.
All the aliens are expanded more in the TV show, and I liked them a lot in the TV show. After watching this, I realized how much of what I know about the aliens is from the TV show as opposed to the movie.
That's the thing. I don't need to see any more of this world, but they did lay down a lot of groundwork to where you could easily expand on this in a TV show. The opening was really seamless with how they get you up to speed with the world of where the characters live. Basically no dialogue throughout that entire opening number and the hula sequence. But even just racing home, showing how Lilo acts with her bolting the door shut, and then showing Bubbles just yank it open with one fell swoop.
We tricked the aliens into thinking mosquitoes are the
I love Bubbles. I was hoping Bubbles was gonna like deck one of the aliens in the face, but that's even better. That they actually had a payoff for the stupid mosquito thing.
The entire movie, were you like in the back of your head going, "Why is it mosquitoes of all things?"
No,
and then it's just like
that's the thing that makes it even better is that you don't need another reason for the mosquito thing to be a funny joke on its own. That mosquitoes are an endangered species, and then the mid-movie reminder of that is the guy facing the consequences of his own actions and reaping what he sows by being bombarded by an armada of mosquitoes.
Because for some reason we tricked you into thinking mosquitoes are nice, when really there's too many of them.
And they could have left it there, but then they didn't. They had one more home run in the back pocket waiting for you.
They're like, and to finish this off.
Doesn't he have the more obvious payoff of the paper that she bought Stitch? You just think that, that's just a thing that happens and that's it. No, it's what keeps him on Earth.
Yeah, it was kind of in the background, just like, yeah, it's a $2 licensing fee. I really didn't think anything of that when it happened.
Yeah.
But then that's the linchpin of the whole
like,
movie.
Yep, makes sense. When it happens, you're like, yep, that makes sense. And then when it comes back, you're like, oh, they have a way to keep him here.
Yeah, Avert mentioned it earlier, but I do like that Lilo's desire to keep Stitch is amplified when she finds out that he was hit by a truck in the middle of the night. And the fish thing was so weird to me when she brought that up, but then you actually hear the story of what happened to her parents, and then it just makes so much more sense.
And you're like, oh, that's why you're trying to feed a fish a freaking peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
And to sort of cap off the idea of her sort of rambunctious and immature actions at the beginning of the movie, it does seem that she actually takes responsibility for how she was acting in that car when she overhears the argument that Bubbles and Nani were having. And the fact that she runs away seems very clear that she's blaming herself for how everything had transpired leading to that point.
Yeah, it's just that she's a kid.
Yeah, she's 5 or 6.
Her understanding of reality
let me just look
is
it up. This is
that
stupid.
of a child.
How old?
Let's just look up how old Lilo is.
She is 6 years old.
But she is a literal child.
Also, I'd have to go back and check, but I thought I saw in the background of one of the shots that Nani had like a row of trophies.
She does. She does have a row of trophies in the background of her room.
Another good way to expand on the characters, because there's a lot that is shown to you, and there's a lot that you learn about the characters in spite of a lack of dialogue, because that shows that she was a really talented surfer, and they show you that again in the Hawaiian roller coaster ride, and that she had something really strong going there, but she sacrificed that portion of her life to make sure she could take care of Lilo. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot more to this, because I had no concept of what this movie was going to be before I watched it, other than
we have to watch Lilo and Stitch.
Other than Stitch's great tragedy at Magic Kingdom.
Stitch's great tragedy.
Terrible ride. I'm sure because if you go to the video, the full POV, if you look it up on YouTube, there's comments of people like, oh, I don't know why people don't like this. I had such great memories.
Do we want to watch it?
No, we don't. It's even worse because most of the thing happens in the dark. So if you watch it on a screen, it's even worse because you aren't experiencing any of the effects in the moment. Here's what happens. Ready? Okay. So you walk into a room. They lock the restraints over your shoulders. Then they teleport Stitch into the room and they're like, what? This is the monster? That's not right. We'll leave you alone with him. Nothing will go wrong. And then he breaks out of the tube and he knocks out the power supply because the aliens that have mastered interstellar travel for aliens and teleportation don't have a backup power supply. Idiots. And then he spits in your face and then the lights go out and then the shoulder restraints get even tighter and they bounce up and down it's supposed to like imitate Stitch jumping around the room, and he burps in your face and there's auditory sound effects and there's smells that get pumped in there. It's just a terrible there's no point. It's so stupid. And then they just it's fine. It's gone.
Started this.
It's gone. You know, here's the thing. It's like if you had great memories with it, that's cool. I'm glad you did. But it was a universally panned attraction. It's gone. It hasn't been replaced by anything, except I think it's just a Stitch meet and greet now, which is way better. Honestly,
are you ready for it to have a rebrand for the remake?
Shut up!
You know, if anyone has good memories with that ride, sorry to say, but you have Stockholm Syndrome.
Said the man who hasn't even ridden Stitch's Great Escape.
No, I haven't. And I don't plan on it either.
Well, good thing, because you can't. You literally can't. It doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, good thing I don't have that's like, of all things I have the urge of doing right now at this moment, that is like the last thing I feel like doing.
And I think this was the most successful of Disney's early 2000s experimental movies. I think this was by a considerable margin, this was the most successful one, financially speaking.
What was their other one that they made?
Atlantis, Treasure Planet, I think, were the ones that immediately surrounded this. Let me look up.
The Treasure Planet, they kind of just shot in the foot and we're like, we're done.
They buried that.
Both Treasure Planet and Atlantis flopped pretty hard because they went over budget and then.
They're both great movies, mind you.
So the early 2000s were dinosaur, fucking god damn it.
That one doesn't exist. Keep going.
Why don't they remake that one?
That's the thing. Like, if you're gonna remake a movie, shouldn't you pick a movie that's heavily flawed or terrible, and then that might have had a good concept, and then you can make it better instead of taking something that's phenomenal?
No, because that's not gonna make money.
Of course, that's the
So,
actual.
yeah, no one
that's
who's
the actual
buying the dinosaur remake.
Then they had Fantasia 2000, Emperor's New Groove, Atlantis, Lilo and Stitch, Treasure Planet.
Well, everyone loves Emperor's New Groove.
Brother Bear.
Here's a follow-up question. Have you seen Emperor's New Groove? Please say
I
yes.
made him watch it.
He did
Good.
make me watch it. I have
Good.
So here's a
Good job.
Here's a trifecta right here. What a hat trick of movies this is. Brother Bear, Home on the Range, and then for the grand finale, Chicken Little.
Oh, yeah.
Great movie. Well, Chicken Little is a classic because we were forced to watch it so many times. I hated that movie. I'm not even gonna lie. I hated it.
See, here's the thing. I actually don't hate Chicken Little because I have memories associated with it. But man, it's so, like...
It's just because I've seen it so many times. It's like...
How many times can one... FG, how many times can one consume Chicken Little before they cease function?
I honestly don't know how many times I've seen Chicken Little.
Don't want.
But its 20th anniversary is next year, so...
I will murder you.
I won't. Chicken Little isn't a bad movie. However, I do not want to watch it.
Oh, I'd go
again.
further. I would say Chicken Little is a bad movie. I would go
It's
much.
an okay movie.
Before you ask,
has
no,
had
I am not
charms.
going to be subjected to Chicken Little to settle your debate of whether it's a bad movie or mid.
What about Meet the Robinsons? Let's watch that.
I haven't
instead.
seen that one, so I guess I wouldn't be opposed.
You haven't seen that
Oh
one?
no, I've done it again.
Trevor, you haven't seen Meet the Robinsons? Everyone in chat bombard him with questions.
Meet the Robinsons. You know this is all I'm going to talk about and about.
Great, I've done it again.
I would like to inform you all that Trevor had said that we should go get lunch, so he gets to deal with me for another, 2 hours after this, and this is all I'm going to talk about, trust me.
I love how we're all getting mad at Trevor for not seeing fucking Meet the Robinsons when OJ hasn't seen a single planet or a single movie under.
He hasn't seen a single planet.
I guess I'm on the moon now.
You've only seen.
OJ isn't known for making videos on Disney stuff. Is the thing.
Well, alright, well, here's the other side of that. I'm known for making things on Pixar stuff. That's what made people know who I was. And Pixar, I'm up to snuff on my Pixar stuff. But Disney's, actually Walt Disney Animation Studios, I really haven't seen that many of their movies. Out of all of the things they've made, I've seen a alarmingly small percentage. I only just saw a Goofy movie a couple days ago. And I know that's not technically a animation studio. That was a different studio technically that put it on, but still. Of non-Pixar Disney stuff, I have not seen that many of them. I've seen most of the stuff that came out this century. Meet the Robinsons notwithstanding.
This century. Lilo and Stitch came out this century.
I said most.
And until an hour and a half ago, you had not seen it.
I did say most. I didn't say all. And I think statistically it is true that I've seen most of the things that came out this century.
You haven't seen Alice in Wonderland either, have you?
Yeah, but I'm not too heartbroken about not seeing that one.
That was another one where I was like, you haven't seen Alice in Wonderland?
Meet the Robinsons is one that gets repeatedly cited as an underrated classic. No one has ever told me, you know what you really need to watch? Alice in Wonderland. That's just...
It's the best adaptation of Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, you have to see the Alice in Wonderland is the best version of Alice in Wonderland, guys. Can we all agree?
No, I mean, it's an adaptation of the book. The book it's really hard to capture the whimsy of the book, and the movie does it the best.
Hey, I've ridden the ride at Disneyland. Does that count?
Sure.
So have you not seen the original Alice in Wonderland animated movie?
The one that came out in 1951, I have not seen.
Wow, Trevor, you haven't seen Alice in Wonderland?
Let's not keep going
That's
down
the
this
one I'm
rabbit hole,
talking
please.
about.
Just be happy that we base what we watch on what you haven't seen and not on what I haven't seen, because in that
Me
case
too.
we are never going
Every
to
movie.
end this
Yeah, we're just gonna watch. I'm gonna make you watch every movie on the IMDb Top 250.
You're really lucky you actually watched The Emperor's New Groove, or I would have been dragging you back for that one.
So in conclusion, Lilo and Stitch was really good. I'm happy I got bullied into watching it by all the people who commented saying
works.
All the people around you.
Could you give a score out of 10 for Lilo and Stitch?
I'd go for an 8. I would give it an 8.
Yay.
I give it a 7, so Trevor likes it more than me.
I think that's fair.
This is fair.
What's your score? 10?
Yeah.
I had a feeling it might be.
Aladdin gets a 10. Lilo and Stitch, I don't know about that one. I give you a 7. But Whiplash, see, that's the best movie ever made.
Wait a minute. FG.
What?
Have you seen Whiplash? Choose your answer carefully.
I didn't actually hear the question.
Have you seen Whiplash?
Have I?
Oh no.
Your answer will determine whether or not you get sleep for the next year.
I was in a music in terms of video class, and we watched the original short for Whiplash.
Oh, but that's not Whiplash.
And then after the class, I was like, wow, that was really good. So I looked up the actual movie.
But did you watch the actual movie? You looked it up, but did you watch it?
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Okay, but here's the real question
Wrap
though.
this.
FG though. Have you seen La La Land?
No, I haven't seen La La Land.
You haven't seen La La Land?
That one is actually an active choice on my part. I am actively choosing not to watch La La Land.
You're actively choosing not to watch one of the top
I don't
3.
think you realize the mistake you just made.
I really just wasn't interested in it.
Alright, so FG. Alright, FG. So really quickly, I want you to look out your window. See the guy that's frantically waving his arms? Yeah, that's me. I'm getting the aliens right now.
You see the red dot that's appearing on your chest?
Yeah.
Alright, since I don't want to eat lunch at 4 o'clock, I think we should wrap this up here. So, thank you all for watching.
Let's leave for lunch.
Thank you for suggesting me to watch, and by suggesting I mean like yelling at me, please watch Lilo and Stitch. Seriously, I appreciate it, because it accelerated my plans to watch this movie. I'm glad that I did. It was quite fun.
I need you all to comment asking Trevor why he has not seen Meet the Robinsons. And also asking FG why she has not watched La La Land, because that's unforgivable.
I have a feeling they're going to be more offended by the Meet the Robinsons one than La La Land one.
They are.
That's more offensive, the fact that they're not offended by FG not seeing La La Land.
Any closing thoughts before we wrap up?
I love Lilo and Stitch.
Movie good.
Mosquitoes are an endangered species.
Movie good. I would rather get eaten by a mosquito than watch the live action remake, but we have to do that when it comes out. So
I mean, we don't have to. We could just not.
We could just pretend it doesn't exist.
We?
Who's we? There is no we. Also, the PS5 Pro is hilariously overpriced, but that's really old news by the time this video comes out.
Also, Astrobot, I hear is good, and Investigations Collection, I hear is good.
Yeah, Astrobot this time. Let's buy Astrobot.
Gugonic, you said Astrobot's a 9.5 out of 10? Well, Investigations 2 is a 10 out of 10, so get fucked.
Keep you telling yourself that.
Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next time, and hope to catch you all soon for whatever it is you decide to watch next.
Goodbye. You guys are always out of sync.
Don't worry, it'll be fixed in post.
That's the magic of editing.